Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're tackling one of the absolute biggest mysteries in the tech world right now. We're breaking down some seriously eye-opening research on exactly why massive enterprise AI agent projects are, well, failing. But more importantly, we're going to walk through the exact data-backed playbook you need to save them. So if you're building, buying, or even just keeping an eye on the evolution of AI agents, you are exactly where you need to be.
Okay, let's dive into this. Gartner recently dropped a prediction that has honestly sent shockwaves through the entire industry. They are projecting that a staggering 40% of all agent AI projects are going to be completely canceled by the end of 2027. And look, we aren't talking about projects just being scaled back or pivoted here. We're talking about total, absolute cancellation. Now, what makes this number just so mind-blowing is the sheer scale of the money involved. Just to put it into perspective, in the first quarter of 26 alone, a jaw-dropping $242 billion poured into global AI investments. Yet almost half of these highly funded enterprise projects are practically destined for the scrap heap.
Here's our roadmap for today, bridging the gap between all that massive hype and practical production. 1. The 40% failure prediction. 2. The agent washing trap. 3. The 6 survival principles. And 4. The path to production.
All right, Section 1, the 40% failure prediction. We're going to look at why these projects actually fail. Escalating costs, unclear business value, and inadequate risk controls, which usually comes down to bad human deployment decisions, not the AI itself failing.
You see, the root cause of these massive cancellations isn't really broken AI, it's bad human deployment decisions. We're taking incredible technology and just throwing it into production without the right frameworks. To give you an idea of the scale here, a recent poll by McKinsey that surveyed over 3,400 organizations showed just extreme excitement in the market right now. 62% are actively experimenting with AI agents in demos and pilot programs. The enthusiasm is literally off the charts. I mean, every single boardroom is talking about autonomous agents.
But here is where reality hits, and it hits hard. There's this brutal drop-off. We go from that 62% who are experimenting down to just 14% actually ready to deploy, and then a measly 11% actively running agents on real business data. We call this the chasm of death for agentic AI. Because, projects look absolutely amazing in a controlled demo, right? But then they completely fall apart the second they slam into the messy reality of production data, legacy systems, unpredictable human users, and strict regulatory requirements.
Moving on to Section 2, the agent washing trap, and the very real danger of fake AI agents. So when these projects fail in that chasm of death we just talked about, executives naturally want to blame the whole concept of agentic AI. But that misattribution of blame, it's actually killing genuine revolutionary projects right alongside the fake ones. To really grasp what I mean by fake, consider this number: 130. Right now, there are literally thousands of companies out there aggressively claiming to offer agentic AI capabilities. But Gartner estimates that only about 130 of them are building genuine agents. The vast majority of the market is just doing what's now being called agent washing. Basically, they're taking old chatbots and basic robotic process automation tools, slapping the word agent on the packaging, and selling it at a massive premium without adding any meaningful autonomy.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact difference. I'd love for you to reflect on the AI tools your own organization is using right now. An agent-wash chatbot really only responds to direct queries. It waits for a prompt, gives you an answer, and stops. A true AI agent, however, autonomously plans, executes, and adapts across multiple steps to actually achieve a goal. So if your tool cannot adapt and execute multi-step plans entirely on its own, well, it's not an agent. It's simply a chatbot with a much better marketing budget.
Which brings us to Section 3, the 6 survival principles. This is the ultimate survival playbook.
What we're about to cover isn't just someone's opinion. This is a hard consensus drawn from the last 6 months of intense research by MIT Sloan, McKinsey, Deloitte, BCG, Forrester, and Gartner. Now, what's really interesting about this is how these 6 principles form a compounding toolkit. None of these work in isolation. Narrow scope, human in the loop, least privilege, observability, design for failure, and cost modeling. Each one acts as a specific shield against a failure point that drags projects into that chasm of death. So let's break them down one by one.
Principle number 1 is narrow scope. The projects that survive, they don't try to boil the ocean. Successful projects start with a specific, well-defined task with incredibly clear inputs, outputs, and a measurable definition of success before they even write a single line of code. Gartner's advice here is wonderfully blunt.
Use AI agents when complex decisions are needed, use automation for routine workflows, and use basic assistance for information retrieval. Never confuse the three. If you deploy a general-purpose agent across an entire department without defining what done actually looks like, you are practically guaranteeing failure.
Principle 2 is human-in-the-loop governance. Think about it. If a simple chatbot makes an error, it's annoying, sure, but it's immediately visible. The user sees a wrong answer, rolls their eyes, and moves on. But an agent error? That is dangerous. An autonomous agent mistake cascades. It modifies financial records, it changes customer data, it triggers downstream actions, and it compounds errors at lightning speed before a human even realizes something went wrong. This is exactly why the EU AI Act mandates human checkpoints for high-risk systems by August 2026. But smart companies aren't waiting for the law. They're building these checkpoints right now, because invisible, cascading errors are just incredibly expensive to fix.
Principle 3 brings us to security, specifically least privilege access. Research reveals a pretty terrifying statistic here. 90% of deployed AI agents right now are dangerously over-permissioned. Just think about that for a second. If you have an agent designed just to read a single customer support table, it absolutely should not accidentally have write access to your entire global database. The fix for this is architectural. You need purpose-specific service accounts and gateway-mediated access. Never, ever store production credentials in an agent-space configuration. Moving on to Principle 4, observability and traceability. Essentially, if an agent takes an action, it must leave a footprint. Every single decision your agent makes needs to create a clear, auditable log. In regulated industries, this is honestly just basic compliance. But even in a totally unregulated startup, it is literally the only way you'll ever debug unexpected behavior. Without total observability, your autonomous system is just a black box. And a black box operating autonomously in a live production environment, that's a massive liability, definitely not an asset.
Principle 5 is designing for failure. Traditional automated software scripts are quite simple. If they hit a fatal error, they just stop. But AI agents are literally designed to be resilient, to think, adapt, and retry. If you don't define explicit stop conditions, an agent that hits a roadblock will just keep thinking, keep hallucinating, and keep retrying endlessly. It will call tools incorrectly over and over again, burning massive amounts of expensive cloud compute while producing absolutely zero useful output. You absolutely must have circuit breakers that cut the power when confidence drops and rollback triggers to undo the mess it just made.
Which leads us directly to Principle 6, realistic cost modeling. I really want you to burn this number into your memory. Organizations consistently find that a simple coding agent that costs a manageable $200 per developer during a cute little pilot phase can suddenly balloon to $2,000 per month at full production scale. Why? Because in production, you're dealing with massive context windows, complex multi-step reasoning chains, and those expensive retry loops we literally just talked about.
Because of these exploding costs, industry guidance now strictly demands that you set aside a massive 40% of your total project budget strictly for post-launch optimization. Organizations almost always discover that their underlying data infrastructure is fundamentally inadequate about 6 months after launch. The reality is, when you hit production volumes, systems break. If you spend your entire budget just getting the agent built and launched, you will fail when it comes time to actually optimize and scale it.
All right, Section 4, the path to production and the absolute importance of deployment discipline.
Here's the most profound takeaway from all of this research. None of these principles are actually revolutionary. Strict scoping, human oversight, least privilege security, logging, fail-safes, and cost management. These are just standard, business-critical software deployment disciplines. The problem is that the incredible hype around AI has given organizations a sort of amnesia. The marketing makes it sound like these agents just work out of the box, so people forget everything they already know about deploying enterprise software safely. So the crucial point is that the agents that actually survive past Gartner's 2027 deadline aren't going to be the ones running on the newest, flashiest, or largest language models. They will be the ones tied to a measurable business number, with a human being's name physically attached to the override switch. That 40% failure prediction? It's not a verdict on bad technology. It's a verdict on bad management and abandoned discipline. I want to leave you with this provocative question to take back to your teams today. Look really closely at the systems you're investing in. Is your AI tool actually planning, adapting, and executing multi-step goals securely? Or have you fallen for the trap, buying a basic chatbot wrapped in better marketing? If you enforce these 6 disciplines and demand real autonomy, you won't just survive the coming crash, you'll be the one setting the standard. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time as we continue to decode the future of tech.